Pretty calm night as we look outside Quincy on this July 2nd, I should say.
October?
Really low temperatures. I mean, it felt like October, did it not today? I mean, that was uncharacteristically low.
Right.
I saw no pumpkins.
Well, okay, I get, technically July.
No corn mazes yet, nothing like that, but we are seeing temps. Actually, they are much like October. The average highs are nearing what we've been expecting for more like early October. And also, we actually set a record low high temperature in Quincy today. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But current air temperatures out there in the low 60s, about 64 here in Quincy, now 67 at Pittsfield, and about 64 in Hannibal. So you can see this chilly July air is still with us. Here's a look at what we set today in Quincy. Today's record low high temperature, meaning the lowest high temperature we've ever seen on July 2nd, was 73 degrees back in 1968. But you can see today's high 66. So we broke that record. We may break a low temperature tonight across the tri-states as well, with lows falling back into the low 50s for overnight temperatures. Here's a look at the satellite radar picture now, and you can see the cloud cover is still streaming in over us here from Iowa, and also a few showers are beginning to break out across southeast Iowa at this hour around Ottumwa. So we'll watch those kind of skirt through the northern half of the viewing area, and we'll broaden the view here a bit here. And you can see the cold front, the secondary cold front we had pushed through last night is now well out of our area, down around the Appalachian Mountains now, and we have an area of high pressure that's on the lee side of the Rockies across to Kansas right now, and that'll be pushing in to the east as we go through the overnight hours tonight, really clearing us out, and we'll have nice brilliant sunshine sticking with us through the day tomorrow and on our July 4th Friday. So we'll really take that out there, and temps will be rising back up into the 70s and 80s. So this 60-degree weather will be short-lived. Here's the forecast in motion. Stopped at 5 o'clock this evening. We'll roll this through, and you can see it's picking up on some shower activity pushing through, and the clouds stick around and through about 11 o'clock at night before they clear off. As we go through the overnight hours, we are expecting partly cloudy to mostly clear skies by the time dawn rolls around. And you can see on Thursday, clouds are out of here, and we go all the way through the day on Thursday and getting into Friday, and the clouds still remain out of the viewing area. So that will be some welcome news after we've had these lingering clouds here for the past few days. And continuing our flood watch coverage here at KHQA, we are showing you the weather alerts right now. Here's a look at the flood warnings from the National Weather Service along the Mississippi River here. And we'll show you some of the hydrographs so you can see rivers are expected to, at the Keokuk gauge at the Mississippi River, we're expecting a crest of about 23 feet come Sunday, and you can see current stage here getting into the moderate category of flooding, and then we go down the river to Quincy, about 25.8 feet for an expected crest. Getting into major flooding in that situation, and then also in Hannibal expecting moderate flooding, and it doesn't take long before we see major flooding, but certainly nothing as significant as 93 or 2008, but enough to be a pretty big nuisance. And the floodgates, all 5 of them are already in at Hannibal's riverfront, but the Tom Sawyer days will go on, as we've heard. About 52 again, getting back to the forecast tonight with partly cloudy skies, near record low temperatures. We may break a low tonight. We'll talk about that tomorrow if that happens. Northwest wind at 5 to 10. And out the door tomorrow, a lot of sunshine, slightly warmer with north winds at about 5 to 10. And here's the 7 days showing the sunshine sticking with us the next 2 days before maybe a few scattered to isolated thunderstorms develop, especially late in the day Saturday. And the humid weather and the moisture will get back in place, and the temperatures will return into the 80s and close to 90 by the start of the work week next week. So some isolated thunderstorms can't be ruled out as we enter the latter half of the forecast period. So certainly feeling more like summer after this little break we've seen today across the region.